Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Skitzo Grimaldi Show, and today our special guest is this motherfucker walking in front of the camera, and Maggot Gag. And we just heard a little bit of their music, and we're going to let you hear some of that a little later. It's pretty fucking awesome. And whoever the fuck that was, he left. So, tell us a little bit about Maggot Gag. How long have you guys been together?
About 3 years.
3 years. How often do y'all practice?
We used to try to practice about twice a week.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we're going to go through left to right and say who we are and what we do in the band.
I'm David and I'm the vocalist.
Kenny, I'm the drummer.
Damon, guitar player, beer drinker.
Holly bass.
So the beer drinker, do you have any kind of promotion worked out yet? Is that you guys are you scouting the sponsor?
No.
Because I think
We need to buy stocks. What we need.
Stop.
If they asked, then I'd be like, sure. Coors Light, man. Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Silver bullet.
Yeah.
Hey everybody! It's me, Johnny Skitzo. Maggot Gag. Badass band. So,
See how it sounds. Because everybody has spoken as they would speak.
oh, this is a dry ride?
Well, it's not too dry. I mean, it's still 90 degrees in Alabama.
Yeah.
It's like Surprise 6 wet.
I got it.
Should have spit on it. much under Maggot Gag on Facebook.
Awesome.
Maggot Gag on Facebook. Look it up.
Simple to the point.
Yep.
That's one maggot, singular, but still with 2 G's.
Maybe multiple gags.
I don't know, man. I listened, live. You guys will get to hear them live. Well, we heard them live. Fuck you guys. You guys weren't here. You didn't show up. But we got to hear them live, and I didn't gag. I really dug it. I thought it was really awesome. And loud and clear, and I did think you guys were going to hit the brown note for a second. We were all going to have involuntary bowel movements. But that's the risk of rock and fucking roll and hardcore. So we've got some questions, and these guys are going to be exposed to our questions.
Well, I've been exposed.
You heard it here first.
I guess we could start off with how long has Maggot Gag been
Right at 3 years.
So 3 full years, all same members?
No.
No, I've only been here for like, since last,
Not last July, something like
last
that.
July, something like that.
Almost 2 good years.
Hell yeah.
It was just me and this guy for a good, I don't know, 2 years,
Yeah.
just guitar and drums.
The last year has really come together as a band.
Yeah.
We've really, stretched out to get, everything put together.
So you guys have been playing together for 3 years.
Yeah. We've went through a bunch of people, no one's really worked out yet.
Seems like you got something going now.
Yeah. Main thing is everybody's having fun.
Right.
Yeah, me and him was jamming together for over 10 years in different bands, but still clicking like a motherfucker.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
She joined the band probably about,
A couple months ago.
yeah, she, everybody else just can't hack it when it comes to bass, and she tears it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang up the
Definitely.
balls like she does.
With nail polish on too. It doesn't
That's
look all
right.
chipped to fuck. I was like,
Right.
I was filming them play, and I'm sitting there thinking, how's she not tearing up her fucking nails?
She's
She says,
that
I don't know,
bad
it's fast as shit.
Gel coat nail polish.
Gel
Best in
coat,
the
there you
world.
go.
That'll be our first sponsor.
Hey, yeah.
Well, when you're out in the world, you gotta take that shit into consideration.
Hell yeah.
So how long have you been playing bass?
About 2 years.
Okay.
Just started, yeah.
You're doing well. I didn't think you just picked it up 2 months ago. Hey guys, I want to be in the band. You know how to play anything? Yeah, I'll learn. That's what I'm trying to do. I keep getting kicked out of bands because I can't play any instruments.
Play manual. Not well.
Not well.
Hit strings.
Got to be able to roll with those picks.
Right.
So what questions do we have?
Good question.
Question? Any question? You gave me one that was upside down.
I have a more regular question if you want to stay on those
Yeah, sure.
for now, so we can learn more about this band and the worst job y'all ever had.
That's a good one.
Start with you.
Life.
No, man, washing cars was actually shittier than that. Washing cars for $20 a day was shit.
Yeah,
sounds
washing
like-
cars, $20 a day. That's pretty shit.
I would probably have to be cleaning septic tanks and doing plumbing work. That was a very shitty job.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I've been told that.
I'd have to go with roofing.
Yeah, roofing sucks.
Shit sucks, balls.
At least it's not hot though.
I can't complain though. I haven't been that bad.
Hey, at least someone has.
Hey, at least somebody's got it made in the band.
If you
Oh, yeah.
guys could go on tour with any band ever,
Man, that's complicated questions like that.
I'd have to say Cannibal Corpse just because, hell,
who wouldn't want to go on tour with them,
yeah,
of course?
I've looked up to those guys my whole life. as
There's a
far
bunch
as
of
music goes.
there's a bunch of death metal bands I'd love to tour with, but I'll say I'd like to go on tour with Phil Anselmo and the Illegals. That's
Be a party anyway.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
that'd be awesome fucking band.
I wouldn't mind tour with a Monomartha or Man of War.
Guys, Leaders would be cool. I think we said that last time.
Well, they didn't get to see it last time.
We couldn't
Just
hear
go
anybody
last
last time.
Yeah, it
They
was
don't know
bad
what
quality. I don't know, man. I have no idea
Yeah, so
what's
everybody
going
be loud this time, so we get
That's right.
second time will be the charm.
on. What inspired you guys to start making music as youngsters?
Metal.
Metal.
I'll have to go with,
I'd have
I'll-
to say horror movies and stuff like that, just gore is what really, and,
that,
Being around the music that grandparents and parents were listening to.
Yeah.
started with me with like old rock and roll, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Van Halen,
I
Shit
grew
like
up with
that.
metal music, so
Hell yeah.
it worked out.
and metal, Slayer, Megadeth. Started with them bands, Judas Priest, all the old shit. And then evolved to Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, shit like that.
You got some?
I like Shredding a Cancer Slug. I'm not familiar.
Pump Hunts for Pump Band. Kind of punk band. I don't think they're punk those really.
Soulless.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a cool shirt though.
Good
So you,
album.
okay, so
Good
right now, how many songs exactly do you guys have completed and ready to record? You know, you're comfortable with performing. I know the goal is always 10 or 12 put together an album.
Yeah.
We got 7 completed.
Seven.
7
Music
complete.
and lyrics.
And as I understand, you've got music for more.
Yeah, a ton of shit.
Yeah,
Just waiting on the lyrics to be born, I guess.
Yeah,
pretty much.
and finishing music on other songs. So
Now, you guys get together and practice a couple of times a week. Do you generally take a little time each session and try to do a little writing? You know, working on stuff, trying to see what we go
yeah,
with
we
it.
do when it's needed. I mean, we don't do it every time, but
Yeah.
when we do it, it fucking works out, and we fucking accomplish a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
Either that or somebody will, out of the blue call, hey man, I got this fucking, check this out, dude, this will go with that song. And the next practice after we play the set, we'll dedicate, a fucking hour or whatever to finishing up lyrics, take their idea and basically write a fucking story with it,
Hell yeah.
to the music, That's usually how it works, He'll come up with a riff and then we'll collage off of it. Next thing you know, man, you got a fucking song.
Awesome. Well, you definitely sound awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Officially the best band we've interviewed to date. And
Thank you.
we've interviewed about 40 bands
Yeah.
or groups. They weren't all necessarily bands.
Some are individuals.
Some were trash cans.
Some are trash cans.
Well, we can be the start of interviewing.
I know madness.
Well, I don't know if we told you or not, but this is our season 2 premiere. I don't know if we told you guys or those guys.
Sweet.
Yeah, this is the season 2 premiere.
New version of some skits over here.
Yeah. Schizo maskless and shit.
His face finally fell off.
Yep, clown cancer
This
got the
fucking
best of me.
sun probably melted it all.
Right.
Sunscreen.
Sun's being a
That's
bitch right now.
what we get for shooting live here in Hawaii.
That's right.
This
Welcome
beautiful
to
sun.
paradise.
You can't see the ocean.
I mean, what would metal be without a bunch of stinky, sweaty guys anyway?
Yeah.
Hell no. No, I think definitely, the group you have now is going to work together well.
So close.
Just because, you guys are in there rocking it and you're hanging out and you're doing it week in, week out with no air.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if
Dedicated.
you'll do that, then once you get air, you got the right
Yeah,
folks.
we
You're
was
just-
playing it on the fucking porch up
On the
until
front,
about 3
yeah.
weeks ago.
On my
in
front
this
porch.
shit.
Had a really good
Nice.
sound there too.
I mean, when
Really
you want,
good
when you
tan,
want,
too.
Yeah, I
when
bet.
you want to play fucking music, man,
Do what you
do
gotta
what
do,
you gotta
man.
do. Oh yeah, who gives a fuck where you're playing at? As long as you can get to work on the shit, get a good practice in, that's all that matters.
That's what it's all about.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say one more thing, then I'm gonna get off your nuts a little bit. But I have to say, I saw you guys live at the Syndicate Lounge in Birmingham. They opened for a band called Bludgeon, and I think more people rocked out to them than they did Bludgeon.
Bludgeon was bad as fuck though.
Yes, they were. They were
They were
fucking
bad.
awesome.
If you guys
They
ever
were
see
a
this,
review.
you guys fucking rock, and I listen to your CD a couple of times
Yeah,
a week.
hands down.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Also,
Cool
So-
ass fucking people too, man.
Them one
Super
day.
cool.
Hell yeah.
So, you want to start off on some interesting questions? That's always a
What?
good one.
Okay. All right, I've got one of our little interesting questions. Now, also, I'm going to take a second to plug you guys, the fans. I know there are hordes of you that just haven't subscribed yet, but probably 6 or 7 million of you watching, I assume, just from conversations we've had. And you guys feel free to hit us up on Facebook and send us questions, because we have given you the opportunity and the portal to ask real bands, real people that live their music these questions. So feel free, because some of the old questions we have are a little insane. We want new insane questions. So speaking of which, here's one. And you guys can all answer this in turn. But the question is, what would you rather find around the corner? Your car is being consumed by fire and an explosion from a rocket and a grenade lands at your feet. Or your grandparents fucking. Or the jigsaw doll and a tape recorder with your name on it.
I'll take the jigsaw doll.
Hands down, Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
I'll take grandparents.
Right, but you know, I bet the jigsaw doll can show you things worse than your grandparents getting it on. I guess it
take my
depends on your
chances.
grandparents.
I'll take my chance.
I have a
You
brand
just
I
new
went
wanna-
about
question.
playing a game this season.
I do. I have a brand new question for this
Brand
season.
new question.
This was given to me by a buddy of mine. We won't name any names. It's okay. But who would you rather? Who do you think would win in a fight, Mr. Rogers or David Hasselhoff from the Knight Rider era? And would you pay to see?
Hell
Hasselhoff, and I
We'll say
totally pay
David
to see it.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question. Is it like,
Unless Rogers calls his gang of puppets on him, then
I was
he's
gonna
that's
say,
over
if
there.
Rogers has a sweater on, I'd probably put my money on
about to
him.
say, does great up superpowers.
Just
well,
don't
the
catch them in
question is
Spanish.
which Mr. Rogers and which David Hasselhoff? Because, you know, we've seen them over time.
I
you
said
know.
the Knight Rider, Mr.
Knight
Hasselhoff.
Rider.
But what about like sweater wearing Mr. Rogers?
Oh, most definitely.
He was
Gotta
a
be
badass.
I've heard
He-
that Mr. Rogers was in the Army or Navy, so he
Yeah,
might
he
be
was. I
into
think
that.
he was a Marine.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
He'd
he
beat
might-
the hell out of Hollywood.
yeah, he might whoop his ass with the sweater and without the shoes on.
I bet. I bet he would
Barefoot.
slide the sweater off and choke out the
Yeah.
Hoff with
Yeah.
the sweater.
Kid would be in need, that's for sure.
All right, this is a would you rather join, and I'm gonna go over some things, and then everybody gets to decide what they would rather be part of. Would you rather join a Baptist congregation, the Democratic Party, the Society of Silent Monks, these two bodies in holy matrimony, a human centipede, or PETA?
Human centipede.
Silent monks.
Yeah, let's say I'm gonna go with the Silent Monks.
That's going to be hard on you as a vocalist.
Yeah, that'd be good on my brain.
When he's
You want
not,
to be the front, right?
when he's not singing,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't think you want to be any other
he's
part of
pretty
that.
quiet when he's not doing vocals. So it worked for
I
him.
never thought about you get to be the first in the human centipede.
I thought it was funny when we interviewed one guy. He said he had never heard of the human centipede. So
Oh
that's
my
what he
God.
said. He was like, "Cause you'd have all those arms." I was like, "No."
Yeah, you just think you would, but do
He
some
could do a lot of
research.
really good card tricks with all those arms.
Hell yeah.
All right. Of these 6 options, if you could be a secret agent, which secret agent would you be? Jason Bourne, James Bond, Ethan Hunt, Michael Weston, Agent Mulder, or Maxwell Smart?
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne.
I will go with Boulder.
Bond, I guess.
Mulder is cool.
I prefer my
Yeah, man.
conspiracy.
Yeah, I started
I like
to go with
that.
him, but Jason Bourne's
I'm a big fan
badass.
of Jason Bourne.
Me too, but I like
But
Michael
Bond,
Weston
too.
because Michael Weston did what the CIA did with his own little group of 3 people. He was a Burn agent. If you had ever seen Burn Notice, that's where Michael Weston's from. I I think him and Jason Bourne are the most badass.
I have not seen that.
It's over now, so you can actually watch the whole series.
The
Yeah.
fuck was we thinking?
The Beetle.
Yeah, the Beetle.
Fucking Beetle
Fuck you,
is
Beetle.
goddamn
It wasn't
stupid
sunny at
motherfucker.
first.
Okay, I've got a would you. Should we make these choices, or should this be 5 different questions?
That's just different questions.
Okay, we'll go in turn. All right. All right. All right. Since there's 5, no, that's not gonna work either. Okay, who wants to go first? All right. Would you fuck a dead girl?
Yeah.
I mean, do what you got to do to stay warm, I guess.
Hey,
You can sit on your handle, it falls asleep, and it's the same thing.
Purple
Yeah.
wings are a
Girl,
new
hand
thing.
job.
You're a dead girl. Would you dig up a corpse?
If I had to, yeah.
Oh, this is going to be tough. Would you fight Thanos for Death's love?
No.
Good call indeed. Would you fist a whale's blowhole?
Sure, why not?
damn
Yeah, I
right
probably
you
would.
Would you dive in a tank of sharks filled with razor blades?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You're fucking insane.
I'm
Sharks aren't.
always up for an adventure, dude.
Well, there's a difference between an adventure and jumping in like a blender. That sounds like a blender, just with no limits.
Yeah.
And the more you bleed, the more sharks you get to play with.
Are the razor blades like attached to the sharks?
That would probably be even worse, but I don't know.
That would make it more of the blender effect.
That would. I think we've got a product idea.
That's right.
What would you do if you woke up in the trunk of the car with your hands duct taped behind you, wearing a bridal gown covered in kitty litter, and 2 gunshot holes in your left leg and a bloody lip with a broken nose?
Wonder what the fuck.
I'd probably freak out for about 10 minutes and then wonder what the fuck happened.
Try
I'd
to
search
get out
for the
trunk.
drugs somewhere in
Out
my
the
dress.
trunk is probably the best answer.
All right, where's all those drugs? I must have did bath
Yeah.
salts or something.
Something, and I'm gonna do them again in order to get out of the situation.
Right.
It's like Kung Fu. Use your special power. All right, everybody gets to answer this
I'd probably check my booty hole too.
Was I
For
right?
the drugs.
Yeah, and for
For
the
the
drugs,
drugs, yeah.
just in case.
Did I hide them here?
Oh, but there's a surprise. All right, burning alive, you have 3 options. You roll on the broken glass all over the floor, sit and burn like the monk, or embrace the molten radioactive metal liquid gas that sets you ablaze to gain your superpower.
Embrace the molten radioactivity.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I mean, I want some superpowers. So yeah.
okay, so if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you want? But you only get one.
We don't have a die for that. You have the option of your superpower, but you never get to choose your own superpower.
Well, these guys are so awesome.
It's
And
season
it being the
2,
season
baby.
premiere, season 2 premiere.
My superpower would be Goku. I would be a Saiyan.
He's going to be a Goku Saiyan. Okay.
I'm gonna say,
That's the best option.
I'd probably say Jason Voorhees. Just fuck shit up for a minute anyway.
yeah, because he seems to come back to life all the
Plus, I
time.
like the water a lot.
I'll go with him, Jason.
Then we get to go fishing.
Yeah,
Jason
yeah,
didn't
I
like
love
the water.
But he
Hated
has
the
no,
water.
he,
Yeah, but
he
he had his
did.
own lake, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was scared of that shit. He was like,
he
water,
had-
no!
he had no choice as the movies went on.
Yeah,
This is true.
he adapted.
Once you drowned a couple of times, I'm sure you
You
get
get
used
used
to
Get
it.
used to it.
Not this shit again.
Yeah.
You wake up, you got minnows in your nose and your ass.
They're weeding your ass
They're
crack,
doing
yeah.
all your drugs. Dosing minnows in the lake.
Alright.
Whatever.
Here's another would you rather. And it's would you rather line dance with the ugly girl in gym class for eternity, cut off your leg with a spoon, or have sex with an angry wolf?
I'll fuck that wolf.
I'll fuck that wolf.
I think all line dance was the one of the dirtiest.
Was
Ugly girl with
forever.
my-
Hell, I've done that anyway.
Like, is that what I have to do? Would I have to do it constantly or just
Yeah,
like
it's a-
Yeah,
one
for
time?
eternity.
Oh shit.
You'd rather fuck the wolf, trust
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I guess
It'll be
I'll
a more
take-
exhilarating
Yeah, I'd take my
experience.
chances.
I'd hold
with the
that
wolf.
bitch down and take
I'm torn between the wolf and cutting my leg off with a spoon.
That's good.
That
Rather
sounds
fuck the wolf.
entertaining.
it.
Rather
Does
fuck
sound
the wolf.
entertaining. That would be another
Eventually
one
the
where
wolf could take
if
your leg off.
drugs were involved.
Do that.
Yeah, you'd have to be on some
Yeah, that'd be another one if
We're not
drugs
gonna do
were
these
involved,
today.
for sure.
I got a couple of these too.
All right, I got a couple. And this is a would you rather. Would you rather have all the known STDs, cancer but winning, AIDS, oops, cooties, a dog licking peanut butter off your genitalia?
The dog's gonna be eating that peanut butter off my balls.
Yeah.
Cooties.
Cooties. I'm gonna go with cooties.
So you got new questions?
Bestiality.
Yeah, I got a couple more band questions.
Hell yes.
I
So
like my interspecies
So
erotica.
let's we're going to get a little more serious here. And interspecies erotica is very important to some people. I hear there's a man that misses his donkey. I'm just saying.
Shit happens.
That's right. So if as you guys work out the next 5 songs to get you a dozen, and you want to start playing in front of people, you know, you're going to set up a couple of shows, do some stuff, you know, go out and, you know, probably play the Syndicate again, maybe headline a show, bring along some other people. But like, as you go into it over the next however many months or years, you know, if you guys could tour, or when you guys tour, where would you guys want to play?
I'd like to go to Europe, Japan.
Japan would probably be fun.
There's a lot of metalheads out
There
there.
Yeah,
is a
Japan
lot
would
of
be the
metal.
shit.
Anywhere overseas
Japan would
would
be
be
the shit.
kick ass, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Japan's
yeah.
got some really good fans.
Yeah, them, yeah,
As
folks.
far as local goes, I'd probably like to play a couple of gigs down in Tampa with a
Yeah,
couple.
Tampa,
I'm
Louisiana.
big into Florida.
I'd go to Oregon or Colorado just so I can.
Fuck yeah.
Be,
Hands
Right.
down.
Lids the
Yeah,
entire
we could
time.
tour. Yeah, the state
Legally.
of Colorado.
yeah, legally.
You know, it's funny, if you watch a lot of bands, you know, a band will hit a town, go, and bands always do 2 days in Colorado.
Hell
and I
yeah.
think it's because they hit the state line, and then all of a sudden they forget what
Yeah.
they're doing. Oh shit, we're playing a show. And then the next day they're like, oh, what are we doing? Oh shit, it's too late now. We can't leave. I guess we'll play another show.
Hell yeah.
I think that's how that works with everybody.
We'd probably pull a couple of week gigs there.
That will be fun. I think if you were a performer, you know, I think they're doing it wrong. I think 2 days is too short. I think you should schedule like 2 days, one venue, a day off, and then 2 days a little later in the day at a different venue. And you know, spend a good week over there.
Yeah.
I think 2 days is too quick.
Hell yeah. I'd
Because
make a
there's-
vacation out
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, there's
We'll
so
just tour
much
the whole
variety.
state.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll play every city here.
Like if I was somebody's tour manager, it'd be like 17 shows in like 16 states, 3-month tour in Colorado, 2 months in Oregon, then back home for a vacation.
That's right.
Because you're gonna need a nap after 5 months in Oregon and
Hell yeah.
Colorado.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that would be epic.
Well, if you ever want to be a manager, you know how to get a hold of us.
I've done a little of that. So dream venues, is there anywhere you would like to play? Now, I mean, think about all the options on the planet of places you can fucking play and go.
I'm gonna do that shit Metallica did once. Go to Antarctica, man.
That would be amazing.
I'd like to play Woodstock.
That would,
Yeah.
Man. It would
Yeah.
definitely be cooler than this.
I'd like to turn Woodstock into a metal style.
Or do it on top of like that badass mountaintop I saw one band do one time. They're on top of some fucking wicked ass cliff.
Talking about like a metal awkward.
No, man, but it looked very similar to that. But like,
Death Copter.
they were like
Death
literally just on top of this cliff. That shit was badass. Some like weird Finnish band or something like that.
Holly, where would you play?
Syndicate.
Well,
Hell.
done that. I guess the Masquerade would have been cool.
It still is. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it is.
Not for a while.
Already started demo. It's
What?
gone after concert season.
Yeah, I'd like to play there.
Concert season ain't over.
Yeah, it's gone after concert season. They've already started demoing it.
That blows.
Rest in peace, Masquerade.
Right. I would like to. I'd
Seen
like
some
to
of the
perform
greatest
in the
shows ever, man.
Coliseum
Yes,
alone.
sir.
That would be cool.
But hey, on a good note, as much as I love the Masquerade, I'm gonna hate it that it's gone. In the past few years, Birmingham has acquired Iron City, the Syndicate's growing, Saturn's growing. We have all these venues that bands like that play at.
I'll
So
say
that
Saturn's
may
has some
open
pretty
up
good
doors to bring bands back to Birmingham.
Yeah,
That's true.
No shit, man.
Gorgo Bordello the other night was amazing.
Oh, what? Where?
Iron City. $35 too. That's cheap for there.
If I'd have known they were there, dude, I'd have still been there.
They were.
Fucking
It
love
was,
me some Gogo, man.
oh yeah, I've got a bunch of video. I need to get that shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Send it to me.
You'd have known if I was there.
So the last question I got, what is y'all's, like, have you thought about where is a band you want to be in 5 years? And the reason I ask that, because if you don't know where you're going, you can't figure out how the fuck to get there.
Yeah.
Like-
First of all,
Mhm.
I come to terms a long time ago, dude. I started playing drums when I was like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Been playing metal a long time ago, since the beginning. I'm not gonna be rich doing this, this kind of shit. I don't want to be rich. If I make money at it, that's one thing. But it's more about letting people hear the music. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'd love to be able to get on with, some folks and play like some decent festivals and stuff like that, like the Mayhem Festival and,
I'd like to do
that right there would be like pretty much the ultimate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That'd be the dream goal there.
Open up for a few bands like maybe Cannibal Corpse,
A
more
few
than
thousand
Angel,
people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Superjoy.
Well, I mean, that's not unrealistic, though,
No.
fellas.
Oh, no,
I mean,
not
really,
at
it's
all.
not. Have you heard of the Muddy Roots Festival?
I think I've heard of it.
It's up in Tennessee, and it's an interesting festival because it's like a bunch of different, not so much death metal, but a bunch of really hard stuff. Some Gutterbilly stuff. Goddamn Gallows is there.
Hell yeah.
That's how I found out about them. And it's it's not Woodstock big, but it's a good I think 7 to 10,000 people.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
pretty
hell
good
of a
damn
show.
festival.
Yeah.
If you got 2 or 3 stages going, you're playing in front of easy 2,000 bucks.
Yes, sir. That'd
So,
be
I
a
mean,
hell of a
that's-
show.
And then festivals are great because you just have your music go and it's ambient. People
Yes,
can be
sir.
walking by, not know who the fuck you are, and be like, oh, but wait, I like this. And it's awesome when you turn heads with music because then people, you've got their attention when they were in the midst of something else. They're going to want to know who you are, what you do, where do I find these cats? Do you have any merch?
Yeah.
Speaking of merch.
Cool beans, I got you.
I just thought about that.
We're fishing to put in another order.
I was gonna get one at the
Hey.
show. and
How
I
much
didn't have
would it
enough
cost
money
to
to
get
do that day.
like one shirt specific color?
I'm not sure, I just have to ask. But my tattoo artist is actually working on this crazy ass logo, like a mouth, like got maggots dumping out of it and shit. We're fishing to get put on another some more shirts.
Hell
Nice.
yes.
Try to get them made before we get too many more gigs going everywhere. We got a little more merch. We're getting there.
Oh yeah. That's what it's about.
Hell yeah.
Great music, great audience, make some beer money. Need money.
That's it.
Time.
Well, Johnny, do you have anything else? For season
Not
2
really,
premiere?
because this has gone so well talking about their band in general, which goes to show you the other people we've interviewed before, that I don't
Maybe
want to
more
take
help?
away from what we've just talked about, with more, we have random questions out to ask, but we can always do more interviews.
We're
Oh,
up for
yeah.
whatever, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to say, you guys, I hope you succeed at what y'all are trying to do. And
We're just
keep-
trying to
keep-
get people to hear music.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
keep going with it. Appreciate y'all, supporting the locals.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's all about.
So,
man.
Well, I mean, everybody that you've ever liked, no matter how big they were, they
One
started
time,
out.
Because our local scene
Picking
kind of
up-
sucks. Just a little.
it's slowly, it's
Not the
it's getting
music,
better.
but the
The
people
scene
that go
sucks,
to
yeah.
the
Yeah.
the
I mean,
scene.
I see some of the. I see
Like, there was a punk
bands
show last night
more
that people got
badass
pissed
than
off for
bands that I
moshing.
have CDs for that are playing locally in front of 10, 50 people at the Nick or something.
Yeah.
Because nobody comes out to see them, and these guys are just destroying it.
Yeah.
The people there are fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people there from happy hour that don't leave because the music starts, and they're just like, wow, this shit's good.
Yeah.
Fucking A right.
Yeah, we're gonna work.
We got a show coming up at the Nick with Kamikaze Zombie and what was the other one?
Stand on that.
Right now it's kind of up in the air with the other bands, but Kamikaze Zombie's trying to get a few other bands.
That's in August.
I know,
Yes, yes, it was in July. It's moved to August.
Okay. Well, that's
Right.
good.
Definitely gonna be at that.
That gets you time to get a little merch put together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we, I'm going to start trying to go out to more shows myself. Local.
Yeah,
see
you got
local
to go
bands.
out and support local.
Been dumping pretty much all
I'm
our
sure you
spare
get them
time.
everywhere else, but I'll keep you on the invites as well.
Yes, yeah, we've been pretty much dumping all our spare time into here, getting, like I said,
Right.
jam pad and shit together. So we got a place to do this shit.
Well, hell yeah.
And of course, you know, we live in the Bible Belt, so you got to keep it down.
Yeah. So as soon as it hits dusk.
Yeah. Like, oh, that guy had an upside down cross on his shirt. So maybe I put it on upside down, bitch.
Right.
I'm done on purpose.
That's right.
Well, everybody, if you stick around, we've got a couple of more videos we're gonna let you listen to. A couple of more songs. So you've got that to look forward to. And it has been great. Check these cats out on Maggot Gag on Facebook. It's where you're gonna find them. We will also share some video links. So it's been awesome. Thank you guys for spending a little time with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Till
it
next
metal.
time, maggot
Yeah.
fucking gag.
Maggot Gag.
Fucking
Yeah.
maggot.
Oh. This has been the season premiere of the Skitzo and Grimaldi show with fucking Maggot Gag.